This April, I'm leading a trip to the Everglades and Biscayne National Parks, where I will put you in the middle of it all if you're brave enough to join. Hey explorers, it's your adventure podcast hostess with the mostest, Katie Staples. Join me for travel stories, tips, and tricks to help you explore and make unforgettable memories. Follow along on Instagram at the.great.escape.podcast and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can be the first to hear new tips. Have you ever hiked through a river of grass while alligators and crocodiles lurk nearby? Or snorkeled in water so full of life that manatees might drift past your mask? This April, I'm leading a trip to the Everglades and Biscayne National Parks, where I will put you in the middle of it all if you're brave enough to join. Before we dive into this trip, a little bit about me, because I believe you should know I live what I preach. My goal is to visit all 63 national parks in the US, and so far I've made it to 25. I love chasing adventure wherever it takes me. I thrive on high adrenaline experiences, from hiking and camping to exploring remote wilderness areas. I've trained jaguars as a zookeeper, survived a 4-day jungle survival course where I built my own shelter and hunted my own food, and I've spent months solo on RV trips across the country. I've tackled some of the most challenging hikes in the country, like Mount Whitney and Angel's Landing, and I approach every adventure with curiosity, courage, and a little healthy risk. Adventure isn't just what I do, it's one of my core values. Today, I am beyond pumped to give you the full scoop on our inaugural group trip. Trust me, this is not your average vacation. It's an experience designed to push limits, spark adventure, and reconnect you with nature and yourself. So let's get real for a second. This trip isn't about ticking boxes or just seeing the sights. It's for people who are ready to hit reset. Maybe you're going through a life change, a breakup, a job shift, or you're just craving something bigger, bolder, and more alive than your everyday routine. And you're ready to say yes to experiences that challenge you. You don't need to be an expert hiker, kayaker, or snorkeler. We'll cover all the basics and I'll provide guidance every step of the way. The only requirement is curiosity, a sense of adventure, and a willingness to embrace the uncomfortable. And a sense of humor doesn't hurt. We'll kick things off with 2 days in the Everglades. Picture this: you're hiking through what looks like a swamp, yet it's actually a slow moving river of grass. It's alive, wild, and unlike anything you've ever experienced. And while you're out there, you're sharing the habitat with alligators and crocodiles, the only place in the world where they coexist. Oh, and if you're lucky, a Florida panther might be watching from the shadows. Talk about instant badassery. Now, because I know you're not just here to walk quietly through nature, we'll take an airboat tour where you'll get the thrill of speed, spray, and maybe spotting some wildlife you've only dreamed of. It's messy, it's exhilarating, and it's everything you didn't know you needed. Then it's off to Biscayne National Park for a full day of exploring water like you've never seen before. Did you know Biscayne is 95% water? That's right. This is basically an underwater safari. We'll kayak, snorkel, and see reefs, fish, and maybe even a manatee drifting by. And yes, the manatees are magical. They might look slow and serene, but in that moment, you'll feel like you're part of something huge, beautiful, and untouchable. Now, I know what you're thinking. Katie, this sounds amazing, but logistics are always a headache. Not this time, baby. Don't worry, logistics are what I do best. You flying into Miami on Thursday, April 16th, and I'll pick you up. From that moment, all transportation, camping gear, cooking supplies, and meals, except one Saturday night dinner out, are included in the trip fee. You just show up ready to adventure. We'll be camping inside Everglades National Park for all 3 nights, which means you're fully immersed in the environment. No rundown motels, but also definitely no bougie resorts. Just nature, adventure, and connection. And I promise it's much more comfortable than it sounds. Tents, sleeping bags, air mattresses, and mess kits are all provided. Everything is designed to make it easy, safe, and fun. Then on Sunday, April 19th, we'll drop you back at Miami International so that you can head home with memories and maybe a little newfound badassery that will last a lifetime. Here's the thing, the trip is small and intentionally curated. I'm only taking 10 people. You'll get personalized attention, make new connections, and truly experience the parks in a way larger tours just can't offer. It's not for everyone, and that's the point. If you want comfort, leave now. But if you want to push your limits, experience new ecosystems, meet wildlife you only thought existed in documentaries, and truly own your badass, this is your chance. So, are you ready to stop imagining and start experiencing? Because this April, we're taking the leap and it's going to be unforgettable. Spots are limited, the water's waiting, the Everglades are calling, and trust me, you'll regret it if you let this one slip by. So, if you're ready to join us, click the link in the episode notes. Well, that's it for today's episode. Have you been to either Everglades or Biscayne and you want to share your suggestions? I would love to hear from you. Find me on Instagram at the.great.escape.podcast and send me a message. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that you can follow along and dream big for your journeys on the Great Escape. See you next time, adventurers.